Right, you guys should be able to hear me fine. Shit. Right. It's really hard to gain an audience on here, but some of you guys have came and you've heeded the title. Thank you so much for coming. Like I said, share it out as much as you can. It's really hard right now with Facebook being censored or whatever. So that is going out. Brilliant. Now, I'm just keeping track of my software because I haven't streamed on YouTube with the OBS yet on this channel. But honestly, thank you guys so much for coming to the stream because it really does mean a lot. I mean, we're just going to get straight into it at 45. That's when I said we were starting, but obviously getting up early to iron out bugs and things like that. So, what are we dealing with? What are we dealing with right now? There's more to what's going on right now than anybody could possibly understand, and it is fucking serious, guys. I mean, it is really serious. I mean, this room has gotten out just through the WhatsApp group. Again, guys, send it as far and wide as you can. What's happening with Facebook then? Why did Facebook go down, and why can you not post statuses on Facebook but you can still use it on your merry way? Why are we having problems with WhatsApp? WhatsApp is linked to the Facebook servers. That's why it's affecting WhatsApp. We've got multiple things going on. So why have they done that? This is all orchestrated. This is all together. Now, we're going to start off with Q. I've just dumped some links here in the chat. We're going to start off with Q, and this is very relevant to what's going on. So everyone misinterprets this, and they think, oh, it's all going off in America, and it's not really anything to do with us. Wrong. Q is to do with everything as a whole. The corruption that they're facing in the United States is all linked through to what's going on in the UK. And Q posted 10 minutes before the Brexit vote to scrap a no-deal Brexit. They posted 10 minutes before, and it's in relation to what is going on. So they quoted some previous Q post dating back to 28th of August 2018, and it is basically proof that QAnon was being censored on Microsoft Xbox Live. So proving that big corporations or whatever are censoring things. They're picking things out and going, I'm censoring that. They've been doing it long before alt news sources like us was highlighting it. I'm fucking shaking, guys. Like, I'm not... This is real fucking shit. The tip of this iceberg. So you've seen Jamie talk about it on his live streams. You've seen me talk about it in the news section in the post, and about Illuminati and all these things and blah 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 blah. And it's just hearsay. You know, you can link things together, you can connect the dots, blah blah blah, and with all this Q stuff. So all of this is all about, you know, you can take a sense of intelligence on it when it comes to what's going on in terms of figuring things out. What's going. The thing is, Q's been talking about all these things happening for a very long time, and Q is a number which represents the highest top secret clearance in the United States, and The claim is that Q is on the inside of what's going on over in the United States. And remember, it's all connected. Don't just view our government, America's government, view it as one big thing. Although it's also going over there, it's miles away, and we're concentrating on Brexit. It's all connected. All this shit in France, even the stuff in Syria, North Korea, everything in the world, China. You got to be able to compress this picture down into this one chunk of information, right? In order to understand all this and how severe and serious all it's no longer conspiracy. What I am going to say and express and explain to you guys is going to put everything in very clear merit, very clear form for you to understand how serious this is, what is happening right now. So here are these claims dating back, quoting itself. Q likes to do that. It likes to quote itself and go, look, coincidence? Because it's like, it can always be put down to coincidence, right? These predictions and coincidence. So they like to say that. And they've put in this post, how much more obvious can any of this be? And we've had Nick Clegg go over to Facebook as well. Facebook, Instagram go down around the world in an apparent outage. All over the fucking world, guys. But yet, if I go over to Facebook and I put status, the truth is out there. Right? The truth is out there. Share. The truth is out there, right? Is it going to go through? No. Something went wrong. We're working on getting this fixed as soon as possible. It's being censored, and even Twitter is being censored. So when you're searching for tweets and things, they are suppressing certain tweets from getting up on your feed. So you can find these tweets, so it's like, oh, it's not being censored, but the algorithms themselves are playing against this information. So it's all being used, and you can see the evidence here with Donald Trump's tweet. The thing is with Donald Trump's tweet and Q tweeting this out, this was on the 13th again today. This is EST 11:20. I fucking don't want to do the maths, I can't be bothered. But the point is, it's all very close together, very close together. This last tweet by Q about the censorship on Facebook was 2:07 EST. And that was 10 minutes before the Brexit result came forward on that vote to stop Brexit no deal. Just revealed FBI agent Lisa Page transcript sorry, I'm struggling to keep my, let me compose myself for you guys, because I know you're coming in, I'm trying to explain it all, I don't want to rush. Sorry, I'm going to be fucking professional about this. It genuinely is getting to me, all this, because it's been mounting for so long, and it's finally all, the hard tip of the iceberg has just emerged out of the water, that it's all real. It wasn't a lie. Shit. The just revealed FBI agent Lisa Page transcripts make the Obama Justice Department look exactly like it was, a broken and corrupt machine. Hopefully justice will finally be served. Much more to come. And then we've got quotes dating back to this, another one from Q, and it's in regards to this. Terrible. Just found out that Obama had my wires tapped in the Trump Tower just before the victory. Nothing found. This is McCarthyism. So he was given clearance, Obama was given clearance to spy on Donald Trump and try and overthrow the Trump campaign and stop him from getting in office, to get Hillary Clinton in to keep the facade going. Obviously Trump overcame that, and now he's part of Q, and we're trying to overthrow the deep state and everything that's going on. Even right now, the bunch of monkeys in the parliament and what we've seen today, and I'm going to link all that together and why this is so catastrophically fucking huge and what is happening now. So there it is, 9th of March 2019, a quote from Q. The President of the United States told you who authorized the targeting. And then here we've got all Q constantly saying here treason. High profile arrests are going to be happening. We're talking about Obama being indicted. We're talking about people high up in these states being arrested. And when the links are made, when these people are prosecuted in the United States for these things happening, right? All the evidence is going to be shown at not just how they've been committing these crimes of treason against the state, but also how the UK state and government has also assisted them in doing so, meaning our state and our government is equally as responsible for these crimes. That is very serious. And in short, it is an act of war. Britain has committed acts of war against the United States. And anybody who is cynical enough to believe that this is phony, this is false, that I am sensationalizing this, that I am trying to make this sound worse than it actually is, have another thing coming. Because I've been saying it constantly, when these truth bombs get dropped, political correctness will be a thing of the past, because there will be no policy or politics to reflect on that statement. That bubble of ignorance, and sticking your head in the sand and pretending that these things are not going on, are coming to an end very abruptly and very fast. So there's the links in terms of our coercion into what's going on. Now what I need to do is go back over to WhatsApp, keep my head up, because I went over here and I prepared all these links, you see. So we've got this here. Let's open this up, get rid of this. Deep state panicking like I've never seen. Joe M is he follows Q and he talks about he's a bit like me with the Freeman movement. Let me just have a look at what we've got here coming up on my phone. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to keep myself together for this. So, good reputable source, supports Q from very early days. You can see his banner there in the background with Q. Deep state panicking like I've never seen before. They know that when the declass hits, the declassification hits, followed by Obama's immediate indictment, that the Q-tards were right, which means everything else is right too, e.g. LifeLog, Facebook spying, Google supporting North Korea nuke program, Uranium One, etc. The dirt, the filth, the claims, and the things documented and highlighted by Q, it would take me hours. I wouldn't be done by... It'd take me days to go through it all. And there's so much. From paedophilia, linking to the depth of every single major case. All of it. Every country, nobody's safe. I mean, Q keeps saying it. Q keeps saying in his post. Who laughs last? Nobody is safe. Everybody is involved in this. Do not think that this will not affect you. Every single individual watching this, I don't care about your view. I don't care if you take this seriously, whether you think I'm a fucking idiot. It doesn't matter. None of it matters anymore. This is why I'm shaking, because there's no point. There's no point in trying to prove this, prove that. I'm here for the people that are willing to listen about what is going to happen and to be ready to prepare yourself for the coming days, weeks, months, and however long this is going to go on for. There's a lot of shit on Q. Go read. I don't suggest doing it before I finish the stream. I suggest doing it after, but qanon.pub. qanon.pub. Hello people, where we go one we go all, TRP, hey, hi all, hey, hello guys. Sorry I'm not reading the chat, I'm just sticking on this, I'm livid. So, there's the post by Joe, never seen anything happen, so Facebook blackout, Twitter blackout, everything going on there. And then we've got a tweet here. I'm struggling to remember what these tweets are, but it'll click in my head. Hannity is QAnon. So we got Hannity, someone that works at Fox. Listen to this. And this means a lot. This means a lot, and he's been saying this for longer than just this statement, and this was today. Or yesterday.
In a two-tier justice system. That's all about to change. Justice, I can tell you and report from my sources tonight, is on the horizon. Stay tuned with us.
It really fucking is. And there's people that are part of this Q movement deep in the state and through on through. Can't read it on the phone. Sorry. Don't worry about it, David. Don't worry about it. I'm going over all the primal things. We'll try and set up a page. Or I say try, we will. I say try on the basis that we can't access it for whatever, you know, random reason. I'm just saying it on the basis of truth. But we will set up a page on Q on the actual Jamie Freeman News website where you can access it there in mobile format if it won't load for you guys on mobile. We'll just screenshot these raw or just copy and paste them raw and then put them straight onto the website. So next link. It's one of my Twitter posts, actually. Big moves by real Donald Trump, all part of a very big plan. QAnon. And say it's a nothing Twitter, 3 likes, 2 retweets. Thank you for anyone on the WhatsApp group or part of the Freeman movement that's supporting this Twitter. It's been made today. And the post is here by Donald Trump. Let's click on that as well to expand on this. So this was post 13th of March, 9:48 AM. This was this morning. Republican Senator overthinking tomorrow's vote on national emergency. It is very simple. Border security, no crime. Should not be thought of any other way. We have a major national emergency at our border, and the people of our country know it very well. Do not take this as gospel straight say. This is what Q is for. It's divulging the information on the basis that Trump is speaking to the masses here. This is his communication with the masses. Now, depending on the different state of emergency or whatever classification the government is at, it's the best way I can put it in layman's terms, the presidency and the people in power have different tools and powers at their disposal that they don't have usually. So by declaring a national emergency, it gives him ability to do certain things that otherwise he can't do. Fingers crossed he gets US into a national state of emergency, because we need his help over here in the UK. We need things to come through. We need all the crumbs we can get. But I'm pretty sure that we're going to find the loaf of bread very soon. So that's that one. Freeman News, Facebook down across the world, political light, Brexit, leave cancelled. So this is also a very important thing to highlight, and how the state, and I made a very good comment in terms of the WhatsApp group to a few people, and it was about, just check the comments really soon, can't read it, mate, GCHQ all involved, teammate, yep, that's right, mate, you're very true with all of that. We got a voicemail here, I'll play it.
Sounding like Curly Whirly.
What the fuck? Okay, right, let's not play any voice message from Adam. Basically, the truth of all this situation is very dire. So this was posted on 12th on Political Light. Take any news source with a pinch of salt, even us. You know, you've got to use your own mind to think in these times, because it's very confusing times that we're living in. Police leave has been cancelled across Britain as the establishment prepares to kill off Brexit with a second referendum or an extension to Article 50, meaning we could possibly never leave the EU. The government is reportedly preparing for mass civil disobedience, civil war. They're being modest. Civil war. If Brexit is abandoned, but that abandonment is looking ever more likely. Sources told Political Light that police in Kent have had their holiday entitlement cancelled over the March-April period. They are possibly being drafted into London on the 29th, said one source. A planned Yellow Vest protest is also planned for March 29th. It's coming. It's all coming together, right? Starts off as a march. Yeah. Starts off as these simple things, Tommy's in court, etc., etc., right? Now, you've got to start adding things up. Just open this to the side so I don't have to keep worrying about what's happening. It's all coming to a head, is what I'm saying here. And the important thing to remember is not to worry, but just be prepared. I'm just like, oh my fucking god. This Q shit is legit. I mean, you need to read some of this. This is talking about stuff like this, the connection between everybody in the FBI down to Office of General Counsel Jim Baxter, NSCLB Deputy General Counsel, attorneys, FBI attorneys, agent lead, supervisor, special agent, analyst agent, special counsel. It's fucking all linked. Oh my god. So and the names of these people, and these names are coming up again. Justice, what's this talking about? It's probably talking about Michael coming. So Q has even posted this is what I showed you guys. I mean, can you imagine? Really consider this. All these people that are on that left-wing view, right? that are shutting this movement down. All the, you know, these people that doubt it, that don't like Tommy, that don't like Trump, that are, you know, they want to stay in the EU. All these people. What when Obama gets arrested and indicted? Think about the implications of that. Think about the fact that previous presidents are going to be arrested. Obama was in office that long in America that he couldn't run anymore. Think about that. He was in office that long he couldn't run anymore. And if he's indicted, some serious shit is going to go down. It's MJ, it's insane. The level of corruption coming to the surface now is insane. And I've noticed something, right? The Q movement over in the US, and I searched this on the live streams. I looked for the QAnon streams in on YouTube, right? The live ones talking about things, and I was talking about this tweet. Turned out you needed a British person to connect the dots, because this Q post and the relevant censorship on Facebook going down right now, it's to do with Britain. Because where was the first outages seen? Where was the first problems regarding the outages seen? I'm pretty sure we have a post on that, an article on our page involving the blackout. Yeah, let's read the article that I put up. This is the article that I put up on Freeman News. Facebook and Instagram have crashed with WhatsApp. So, but social. So this is something that hit the whole world, right? The whole world. Where did it start? Users in south and southeast of England started experiencing the most difficulty. Bush Jr. is squealing like a pig. That'll be good, Dave. That'll be good. They're all going to squeal like pigs, my friend. Both social media sites are displaying error messages. Oh, no, sorry. Users in south and southeast of England started experiencing the most difficulty. I'm in northern England. But now users in US, Peru, Colombia, Mexico and parts of Europe have also been locked out. I mean, we got completely locked out of Facebook. And now we're allowed back on. Calm down, people. But you can't post anything. Don't express your opinion, no matter what. Don't express your opinion. I know I smoke, it's a dirty habit, but I'm stressed like fuck. I wouldn't usually smoke on screen. It's terrible. And I mean, I had to really title this emergency broadcast. So this is what I'm explaining to people. And it was too hard for me to just go on the WhatsApp group and explain it to some people. I even told somebody off, bless her. I said to, I forgot a fucking name. Bollocks. Where is it? Jacqueline. I apologise for being so stern. She posted something about ghosts, and otherwise the group is open game. Speak about what you want. But I did message her and I said, please keep the group on topic, thanks. And this is why. Keep the group on topic because of this. They moulded the whole system in America, and now Trump and Q, and we, the people, are awake and fighting. Good. Are you? Do you reside in America, Dave? Because now this is all about people wherever you are, dealing with what's outside your front door. Doesn't necessarily even mean about. It doesn't necessarily mean go to London. It means be ready on a basis. There's quite a delay as well, Dave. So if you respond there, then of course it'll take me a tiny bit to respond to you. But this is insane. I mean, let's go to a random part of Q. This is great. Random part of Q, all the way down here at the bottom. We've got 15th February 2018. What scientists were killing who is sat reel of mobile phone signals. Now I'm 70 miles west of London. David Jenkins. Don't worry about it. I've done the research, deemed classified. Da 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 da. Anyone could imagine. This is bigger. World turns. This is bigger than anyone could imagine. See, look at all these fucking things that they post about lawsuits. Any shooters? Have any shooters received therapy in the past? Be the autist we know you are. You are chosen for a specific reason. Civilian puppet, player in the game. We play for keeps. Need help sleeping. How was your meeting with Pelosi? Protection offered. Life lesson. Be smarter than those controlling you. T minus 12:34. There's like, they post things, links to everything. I mean, all this shit is just, it's so deep. No, Oxford. I'm yellow vest in London. Good, good, Dave. Good. Pledge of Allegiance. Right, yeah, okay. But they're constantly posting things is the point. And it might not hit home, right, for you guys watching at first, right? This might be like, it still might be like, oh, what the fuck? This is all happening? But if, like me, you've followed this shit for a very long time, imagine soaking all this in slowly and being, oh my god, if that's true, oh fucking hell, is this happening for like the last however fucking long, right? And then we rise up here to all this shit going off. It's like, oh shit. It was. They've spent all their time placing crumbs and placing things for people that have faith, right? For people that have faith and support Trump. So it's very easy to follow Q if you support all these things and you already know about the Rothschild. You know, I'm just throwing keywords out here and stuff. Jay, Dave, and me, just DJ. MJ, Dave, and DJ. Okay. It's very easy to follow if you know are of that nature, of that political wing, right? And you're woke and you know what's going on. It's very easy to follow Q, but you can't exactly validate all the opinions of it. It's very easy for the media to say. I mean, it's exactly what he said. It's let's get that tweet up again. We'll get the tweet up again. Jay Freeman, where is it? Tweet resolution, storm is upon us. There we go. This is it. This guy puts it good. You know what I mean? Like you know, everyone's doing their bit. Deep state panicking like I've never seen before. They know that when this D-class hits, followed by Obama's immediate indictment, that the Q-tards were right. Which means everything else is right too. That moment when you realise that your tinfoil hat wearing friend was right about everything. Holy shit. Unbelievable. The world is awakening to what the deep state has got away with. Not much longer. What's this about? Public type. February 4th. Founded. Pentagon kills life log project. I can't fucking see the picture. One Biden is a life log aimed to gather in a simple place where everything in the safety. Phone calls, media. Oh fuck me. Watch magazines, read the plane ticket, bought an email. Fuck me. Okay, DJ. So we're reading the comments on this. Bring it, let's go. D-class now. Yeah. People inside are like, fucking let's go. But I've just joined. I'm so sorry, but I'm trying to keep up with all this. Can you possibly do a summary of what this is about? No worry, Emily. Right. So basically, we're talking about how everything that's happening with Brexit and that vote is linked to Q. It's linked to Trump. It's linked to the deep state. It's linked to all these things. So basically what's happening is there's a D-class going on, and the declassification of FISA documents, which is like private documents of like interactions between state officials, Secret Service, things like that, that basically link both the UK and our state corruption to the corruption that was going on before Trump's election to topple Trump from the electorate and keep him out of office. This was like creating fake fake documents and you know, fake collusion efforts and things like that in order for Obama to spy on Trump. Long story short, if all this shit is true, Obama will be indicted and Obama will be arrested, and it will be classed as an act of war. So the UK state will have committed acts of war against the US, the people of the US, and anybody else involved. This includes Australia as well. And that's on the basis of Obama getting arrested. High profile people getting arrested. Shit kicking off. And it's like, this sums it up. Deep state panicking like I've never seen before. They know that when D-class hits, followed by Obama's immediate indictment, that the Q-tards were right, which means everything else is right too. LifeLog, Facebook spying, Google supporting North Korea nuke program, Uranium One, like all kinds of shit. Like I was trying to say, it's too much for me to get into and explain everything that Q's gone on about, but let's just say it sums it all up. It sums the entire deep, you know, the paedophilia, everything, Pizzagate being real, even linking to things like Madeleine McCann being kidnapped. All of it, this EU thing, all of it, it's all linked. The emergency broadcast is to sum all these things up, like Facebook being down and not being able to post a status. It's censorship. It's censorship. We've been censored. It's not an error. We've been fucking censored on Facebook because, well, Q posted this 10 minutes before the vote in the Brexit vote to stop a no-deal Brexit, which we know is against the will of the people and democratic right of the people, what we voted for, and that it's illegal to go past the 29th without leaving, but yet they've said that they don't want fucking no deal. Theresa May, this is what Dave said. Oh yeah, MJ Dave. MJ is music junkie. Yeah, I'm David Jenkins. I'm just gonna say. Sorry, my mind's spinning. Theresa May, GCHQ, MI6 have brought war upon us. Trump's election fraud. The Russians in Salisbury was MI6 to do with Trump. Yeah. 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 So, fucking massive things, man. Massive things. We're talking war. You will see this Saturday. Could be sooner than that, mate. See if QAnon's posted something by any divine miracle, but they only usually post things when things are going off. I mean, these tweets are coming. There's this new shit. This is new shit. Right, they've just posted new shit breaking. Oh my god. Fox News opinion reads. Let's just open a link before we read what they've got to say. Reps. Jordan and Meadows, Democrats don't care about the integrity of the census. Oh my god. Let's play this video.
A federal judge is saying that the Trump administration's decision to add a citizenship question to the 2020 U.S. Census threatens the very foundation of our democratic system. The judge ruled the question violates a constitutional requirement that the census count everyone in this country. He says evidence shows the question would result in a significant undercount of non-citizens and Latinos. No comment so far from the Justice Department. The Supreme Court will hear arguments on the census question in April and will issue a ruling this summer.
Do you know how many people in the United States are American citizens? No one does, and the Democrats don't want you to find out. Because Trump is pushing the whole illegal immigrants thing. He wants the fucking national emergency. We can go back and look what Q's tweeting about and the things that I have already fucking spoke to you guys about. Where is it? Freeman's, yeah, as our status to Trump, retweeting Trump. Big moves by real Donald Trump, all part of a very big plan. And he's talking about security, and that's a major national emergency, that all these fucking illegal immigrants are in the US, and that's his trump card. Love that fucking phrase. That's his trump card, to be able to declare this national emergency and give Trump the powers, as much power as he can get his hands on, without having to go to the fucking Senate and just execute, and fucking get this plan moving. That's what he wants, and that's what we want, guys. We want him to fucking do this. And now they don't want people to know how many non-US citizens there are in the US. Because there's a lot of non-US citizens in the US, man. All voting. Jefferson for nearly 150 years, the United States asked people whether they were citizens when filling out various census forms. The question was consistently asked until 1960. Fairly recent, not too long ago. Don't think, 1960, ages ago. No, it's when all this shit was going off. Mockingbird, all this fucking shit, right? In December of 2017, the Trump administration added the question back to the survey. Democrats were furious when news broke that the citizenship question would be added to the 2020 census. They argued that adding the question to the 2020 census could scare away millions of immigrants from filing out their mandatory surveys, because those immigrants, they don't want to be deported, bro, but they're illegal. They have 3 countries left to overthrow. That's why May tried to start the war with Iran, to try and cover up all this. Yep. Because under the darkness of war, evil prospers. In the shadows. That's it. That's exactly what's going on here. So we'll go back to the queue. So we know roughly what he's talking about. They're talking about adding a question to the census, to the vote, to highlight how many illegal immigrants there are in the US. But that's a big chunk of voters that support. They're in the. You get the idea, guys. You're not stupid. All right. So let's read the poll. If D, I think it's Donald. I think that's what that means. D's fight to protect, safeguard, and promote all illegal immigrants as rightful U.S. citizens who should be afforded all benefits and rights accordingly, then why would they fight to block them from being counted as part of the U.S. Census? What would the data show? All that matters is power. Welcome to the D Party Con. So I think what they're saying there is they're saying obviously adding these guys to the census is kind of it's bringing them in. You know, they can represent themselves, because there's all these illegal immigrants, right? There's all these people that are voting, but it gives them an opportunity to highlight themselves and be heard. Yeah, as this is what we think. These people that part of that sense. So there's nothing wrong with that. That's meant to be a good thing, right? Because then they can be heard. Their opinions can be noted. So why do the Democrats not want that to be a factor? All plays together, right? Fuck, that was at 15:52, so we're a bit late on that one, I think. But nonetheless, I should have refreshed it sooner. Anything else? I wish it auto. I've got an auto refresh, but I don't want to. It takes a while to load. It's like pulling these docs from somewhere. I thought we had another thing there. But yeah, it's all popping off. But Dave Jenkins, totally right. It's all part of all that stuff in. It's like exactly what Hillary Clinton said during the election, that she would put boots on the ground in Syria. What the fuck? She put boots on the ground in Syria during all that shit that was going off. Fucking what? I'm bewildered by it. Let's have a look at InfoWars. InfoWars is a good one. InfoWars. Yeah, sure, he's a bit of a conspiracist nut job, right? Anybody that denies that, even if you support him, you're a fucking idiot, because he does go really deep down the rabbit hole, and not everything he's said has been true, but he's definitely not an idiot. It definitely comes from a background. He's definitely trustworthy, where you should take note of what he's saying. News. Let's click on news. US news. Alleged college admission mastermind. Trump thanks Pelosi for no impeachment stance, but notes minor facts that I never did anything wrong. Ha ha! It's very true. She's there trying to reverse psychology people into saying she's trying to push that that point that we can impeach him but we shouldn't. Subliminally to people. Sorry, fuck me, I had a brain fart there. And he's just saying I did nothing wrong anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You're talking about a fucking dead topic basically. So, political behaviour, non-profit, invalid. Trump plan to fight big tech censorship. You fight it by just being good. You got to be really good. Big tech censorship. So we're talking about Google. We're talking about all different shit. So what are they talking about now? Live. Can I view that? Watch live. So they're talking about exactly what's happening now with Facebook. It's not a fucking error. They're stopping us posting.
And so we just allow that to happen. Like a gut blow. It's like a low blow. And so you're like, oh, whoa.
Make sure those volume
You're trying
levels
to
are
catch your
right.
breath from the unbelievable miscarriage of justice, and then the Democrats say, oh, it was a miscarriage of justice the other way around. Meanwhile, Hillary Clinton walks totally free. Jeffrey Epstein walks totally free.
I don't know why that's not coming through to Mike audio.
Then you have Elizabeth Warren saying she has no sympathy for those who frauded the colleges. Elizabeth,
There we go.
you did that. I mean, that's just ridiculous. And then, I mean, just so much news. But again, it's just like, I'm just like fumbling, looking for
Judge
the
reminds
words,
courtroom
like,
Manafort is not being sentenced to collusion with Russia
we just keep
government.
getting hit with all these lies.
So
and all
that's
these-
so that's a good point. So
here's what I'm
basically,
gonna do. I'm gonna open up the phone lines for the remainder of this hour.
should I phone in? No, I'm not going to do that. So basically, the irony of this is,
what does President Trump have to do to keep America great?
the irony of this is that they've accused him of all this Russian collusion, but the Democrats was colluding with Russia.
What does President Trump have to do to keep America great? Now, I know that there's a litany of things. I just want one. And so we're just going to plow through a
This
ton
was
of
recent.
calls,
Keep America great.
60-second responses.
Right. So he's just. Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look what he's talking
does
about here.
President Trump need to do to keep America great? Arrest Peter Strzok. Arrest Andrew McCabe.
Is this
because
guy?
they're
This was
back
on
in
that
the
video
news
for
today.
Thursday, 12 minutes
Lisa
ago. Right.
Page transcripts
So we've
made
got
the
things
Obama
happening on Twitter here.
look exactly like it was, a broken and corrupt machine. Hopefully justice will finally be served. Much more to come. That's from President Trump. You're the president.
Right, so basically they're highlighting exactly what it is that we're talking about right now. Surprise, surprise. So let me just get this sorted out. The volume should be fine now. I fixed that shit. So, oh yeah, I could just do that actually. Alright, there we go. Let's make that as small as we can. We got more real estate for this shit now. Hang the lot of them. Well, we don't want to. Ideally, we don't want to get violent, do we? It's like, I do believe in a legal system. I don't want to incite violence. What will happen will happen. But I won't say I disagree with you. Because, yeah. I'm here putting my shit on the line here, do you know what I mean? Doesn't matter what anybody has to say. I can't sit here, you know, saying, I don't know if that's fucking showing the chat, right? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I can make it a bit smaller anyway. So you guys can see that. Anyway, let's jump back on. No point like fiddling around. You guys can see the chat because you're talking in it. I can see it. This is incredibly mean. I've spent countless hours every day, even weekends, with a full-time job at a C-level exec in a high... See what I mean? This guy is fucking dedicated, man. In a high-intensity tech environment, I'm in debt like everyone else. Never asked for anything. My script was free. I gave it to the book project. Leave me alone. Joe was getting paid for the book the entire time. Oh, fucking so what? It's like that is the same thing that they're trying to use against Tommy Robinson when they said he got all this money. We need common law, not maritime or Sharia. Yeah, we need common law. That's what will happen. Because you got to think, the entire statute of what we have now, the laws we have now, is based on what they've made, right? So when they're knocked out of the fucking picture, all that's going to be left is common. So all that debt that you guys have, this is where the beauty comes in. This is where the good, this is why we're fighting. So all that debt that you guys have, that slavery that you are in, is gone. Think about that. There's a lot of beauty in this and why we're fighting. We are fighting for total and utter freedom. Total and utter freedom. No more bullshit. Total and utter freedom. Yeah, we might be without Facebook. It might get a bit fucking gnarly. Our kids might see some things that, you know, we maybe wish they didn't want to see. But it's not too far back that we was in the bomb shelters, living off nothing, where kids lost countless family members. So don't forget what we had to sacrifice to have what we have today. But that also means remembering what we sacrificed for what we have today and why we can't let them take it. I feel like it's too late, David Jenkins. We need common law, maritime history. I feel like it's too late. So it's too late. Look, I don't know. I don't know if it's too late. I think like I said, the statutes that we have now is based on that. So when that all gets knocked out, we will be on common law. Do you already know the Greece are a fantastic resource for digging through the QAnon-related stuff? Mobile. Let's check it out. Thank you for that. Small little community that we've got going on here in the chat. And it's great. The search is very simple. Only a keyword or phrase allowed. No special charts. Oh, right. When you're searching for... Yeah. Latest Q posts, Fox News, Q, Day, Think Lifetime. Yeah. So it's like a search engine for Q. Q board search. So if we type in... so let's look at his previous tweet. Yeah, let's get that tweet up. So let's use this guy's just sent us to look into something. I think we'll be fine, honestly. I think we'll be fine. I think we're winning. We're winning, right? I'm shaking and shit because I'm happy in a way, but we're winning. So if we search uranium 1, for instance, let's see if this pulls anything up. Research general, all roads lead to... Yeah, it's pulling it up. And since used previously over Eurasia organised crime unit, we have the current criminals. They basically blackmailed to do things after not... See all this dirt? Look at all this dirt. Russia's reset uranium 1. There's a little doubt that there are many other scandals behind any comprehension. Yeah. You know, Iran deal occurred after Snowden leaks. Yeah. Well, Scott, see all this stuff? Look at all this stuff, guys. It's all fucking... It's all there. This is why, if you know, you know. You know? It's one of those. So if you guys, like, are with the movement, but you're not, like, on that level of woke yet, which is nothing wrong with that. We all start fucking with nothing in his brains the day we're born. That's fine. But... It's, oh, fuck me. It's overwhelming. All of this is overwhelming. But yeah, that's a great thing there. qresearch.ch. Thanks for that, man. What I'll do is I'll bookmark this page. It's much appreciated for that. Good source for searching things up. I'll definitely use it when topics come into hand that I know that I've read, but like finding them is like it's a cesspit, you know. You got to scroll for everything. And plus there's like different Q posts from different times that are about the same thing, right? So what's this? So we'll carry on watching this broadcast.
Of the United States reviews, but once you made it plus, even stronger rated to call it a new product, so it's got limited reviews.
DNA Force.
DNA Force Plus, InfoWarsStore.com, InfoWarsLife.com. Take advantage of it today. X2 will be back in about a week. We got them to do a better deal. The Deep Earth Crystal Iodine that was so popular, I thought it was gone. It sold out for 3-4 months. It's back. You can pre-order InfoWarsStore.com. Look at those 6,000 plus reviews.
Giving them free ads here, so let's have a look on the Facebook, the Twitter. Fuck Facebook. Oh my god. Fuck them all, to be honest. What's White House said? White House is posting about videos of migrants crossing the border. This is a national emergency. Yes, the White House is putting shit up. Oh yeah. January 16th, legal immigrants rush the border in New Mexico. This is a national emergency. I'm loving this. Look at them. Look what they're putting out. There's the proof. January 14th, January 16th, January 25th. So it's happening every day, really. Wow, okay. Central Americans cross the border illegally in Arizona. This is a national emergency. Look at this. See, people are doing their part. People are doing their part. I'm loving it. That's great. Let's just go over to here. We'll just play this in the background.
The InfoWars Life protein bar.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Alright.
They gotta make their money, right?
Protein bar, now I'm just forcing myself to eat the whole thing here. I was a little hungry. This is disgusting. You don't want to hear me eating this. I just shoved the whole protein bar in my mouth, folks. I could eat 10 more. I feel like I just had a chocolate sin. Man, you could like break that up and put it on ice cream. It's just the best brownie. The crew loves it. The crew is like purchasing this thing off the shelf. I've got boxes on the way to my house as well. And I use all kinds of products from
They're so funny though, the guys at InfoWars.
air filters in my home. I've got
Oh yeah, buy our products, man.
I use the InfoWars Life toothpaste, the Super Blue toothpaste. It's all at InfoWarsStore.com.
Alright, so the White House is putting some good shit out then. So just type Brexit, that's another good one. Proud to meet with the brave men. Any news on Soros? I heard he was arrested in Switzerland and taken to get me. Any truths? Soros. So much stuff going on, Dave Jenkins, that you don't know. You honestly, you do not know. Q research board. Nice one, Liz. That's good. That's just awesome that you've posted that there. Soros. Who is George Soros? How is George Soros? Let's have a look. And I'm googling here. I'm just scratching the surface, but it's always good to get a feel for, because you can pick things up based on like how they're talking about him, you know, whether or not they're preparing for things to come out. Fast facts, that always tells you something may be going down. Fast facts, they're trying to like fucking indoctrinate people of who Soros is before the shit comes out to try and get them on side. See, it's the way you fucking look at this shit, you know. Fox's Tucker Carlson rips into George Soros funded Media Matters. Oh yeah, Media Matters. Jesus fucking Christ. Get your knob out of that. Let the cat through there. Alright. George Soros, Europe is sleepwalking into oblivion. Well, that's one thing he's not wrong about. As fake as the BBC. Yeah, it is, yeah, definitely. Like the results are definitely like fucked. But again, you use it against them. If you understand what their narrative and their agenda is, it's very easy to reverse engineer the message that they're purveying. Yeah? So as long as you go into it with a level head, not like an open book, like write me, not like fucking write on my brain and make me into a zombie, then it's fine. You can get a lot of information by reading between the lines. It's exactly what our Q puts it out. Greece will never recover with Eurozone. Very true. US funded Cuban fire staff anti-Semitic press showdown. Soros funded group seeks silence Tucker. I don't think that was true, Dave. I see a clip. It was all false. Again, I'm not going to dig deep. I'm looking at the surface here. I'm not sure, but they're definitely pushing the agenda of getting people on side with Soros, and that he's a good guy, and that people are attacking him, and that he's an intellectual and you should trust him. That's what they're saying on the mainstream. So what I was going to type in is Brexit. Let's have a look at Brexit, because this is very relevant. This is the thing that's happening right now, in my opinion. Like currently, if me and 99% of all the UK, you're confused, this might help. Well, let's see. Wednesday, March MPs. Okay. Wednesday, March. So what are we on? 13th of March. Vote to block. No deal. Yes. Thursday, March. MPs vote to delay Brexit. Yes. May steps down. Tory leadership contest. No. General election. Delayed Brexit. May tries again. Second referendum. No deal. See what I mean? There we go. No deal. So actually that's got some truth in it. That's got some truth. I'm going to retweet that on the page. Go follow us at Freeman What was it called again? Open link in YouTube. I've just made it. I've got no users on Facebook. We can't use Facebook, so we have to resort in Twitter. / Real Freeman News. Got no followers, but I'm only posting shit that's like pushing the shit that's going on and keeping on top of it. Nice, short, sweet. Not really spreading opinions there. I'm just posting what a lot of the reputable sources are saying, and like good stuff like this I'm sharing. Here, Brexit is the deal. No deal Brexit boost. Jacob reading like this. Fuck off, you prick. Finally back in stock. Blah blah blah. Whatever. People using it. If we get a no deal Brexit and a Patriot as PM, IB.
That would be so great. Great. And often on the way.
Okay, that's enough. They said the same about Blair being in Gitmo. It's highly unlikely. Yeah, it's all speculation. It's not something that should be ignored. I think it's good to bring that exact conversation, because that conversation isn't being had. You know, what's fake, what's true. Because sometimes things can seem like they're on our side of narrative, but they're misleading, you know. There's definitely moles. There's moles, not in Q, but like that Q sphere of people. There'll definitely be moles of people that are trying to like, that are trolling or taking a piss or spreading fake news on both sides. Because why wouldn't they? You know, it's just a strategy between sorting. But that's where we win every time, because our movement is comprised of people that fucking check the facts. Our movement is on a basis of people that rely on evidence, that rely on faith in what is happening and rely on the good of people. Their movement does not. So their movement will crumble. But you have sources and materials cost, Brexit, so that vote is not legally binding. Doesn't matter. That picture that I shared is pretty fucking good. That should strengthen our negotiation position. Not, of course. Doesn't like that ever fucking mattered. Oh my god. That's someone that's fucking not woke at all. Oh, that doesn't help with our negotiating position. Like we fucking want a deal. Like any deal with the EU is going to be good. Like they fucking wanted us to leave. Don't be so idiotic. No offence to anybody that thought that at first. Hopefully you've been enlightened by that little statement of mine. And if you don't agree with it, go and look into it. Because I need to search Brexit betrayal here. Brexit, because that'll show like the sphere of people that think we've been betrayed. The only way to fight back against this. See, again, we're not seeing recent here. Let's see latest. Blah blah blah. No memes, thanks. Knock knock. Who's? God, come on, guys. MPs all toast at next election. I think a Trump moment is on its way. Yeah, definitely. If we get to a next election, it'll be a Trump moment where people rise up and do something about this shit. 'Cause it won't be Tory. It won't be fucking Labour or whatever. It won't be any of those mainstream parties. I'm thinking probably UKIP, something like that. UKIP will probably take the lead there. It won't even be the Brexit party. Holy shit. Fucking Nigel Farage trying to ride a wave. Fucking moron. So true, Sherman and local Cambridge MPs. Tonight you turned your back on millions of Labour voters. Yeah. Might be an idea for Luke Graham MP to go into hiding somewhere soon. By voting to leave that a deal. I've heard that Soros is dead and also Ruth Ginsburg. Don't know if this is true though. Where are you hearing this? Our links are perfectly fine in the chat. This chat is uncensored. Look, we're a small group of people watching the stream, following what's going on. So post whatever you want. Don't worry about it. Links are much appreciated. Soros is dead. I mean, I'll just search Soros is dead. I'm not going to spend too long on that, guys. Soros is dead. Soros, when was this? While visiting his home in county. Fact check. Well, it's going to be like no, isn't it? It's a fucking stupid website like this. False. What the fuck? Why did I click on that? Soros, latest news breaking story. Soros bet big. Fake Soros scares bid to draw US voters ahead of midterms. Maybe. That's 2nd of November 2018 though. But, you know, it paints that same picture, doesn't it? Soros dead. Alan theory on Soros and military tribunals. Military tribunals are happening. So, got to think about that. There's a lot all cloned. Yeah, there's a big. I think there's a big possibility they've all been cloned. And we're getting too deep there, but discuss it in the chat. I'll make little comments on it, but I don't want to go off the beaten path. I want this to be about what's happening right now, to try and get as many people woke as possible. But yeah, cloning is very much real, guys. As out there as that may seem to anybody watching, like, what the fuck, this is like tinfoil hat bullshit. Well, do not swallow the red pill by all means. It's up to you. It may be painful and mind-blowing and mind-numbing, but it's the truth. It's the unbelievable truth. Oh my god. Fucking cancer is curable, for fuck's sake. HIV is curable. All these fucking things are curable, yet still a lot of people are dying every day from both. Soros dead. Anon theory on Soros militants. That's 14th of January, 15th of January. I'm not seeing anything recent. You've got to stay on the beaten path. I know that it's all linked, all these accusations and stuff, but until things arise, concentrate on what's happening now, if you can. So we now have to pay £1 billion per month just so all these fucking morons can stay in the EU, and still at the end of it all have the same as what we have now. No deal in place. Congratulations, you absolute self-serving idiots. Yeah. Put the vote back to the public. Vote either leave with no deal or continue to negotiations. All these politicians are only... No, we don't have time for that. I know what you're saying, mate. Too late for that. 2 years in the making. This we're hitting the edge. So what Thomas More is saying, great. Yeah, put the vote to the people. Not enough time. Not enough time. I mean, you could say if they like went into like fuck me, what's happened to my cursor? It's gone weird. All right. You could say what's happening now, like we could put a vote together, but I don't think so. Has anyone got any links to any documentaries on cloning, etc.? Yeah, Kate, go and look at it, man. I'll search some up right now. What would be a good one? Have you seen the Alex Jones? Watch this. Yeah, Alex Jones. If any of this what I've said seems fucking sci-fi, then watch this episode. Alex Jones. What's the fucking guy's name? Is that podcast? Joe Rogan. Watch this. I'll post a link in the chat for anybody that has not seen this. It's a long one, so buckle in, but it's definitely worth watching tonight, especially if you're in the UK. And come back slightly more woke. Definitely. So fuck a cloning documentary. Check that out. If you think that, you know, if you already know about all the shit like deep state aliens and fucking, you know, you're up to that level of like exploring that narrative, then don't bother. But if you haven't, watch that. Best fucking podcast ever. Best podcast ever. And I mean, that got about 7-8 million views in a few days and it didn't get on trending. They suppressed it. That's some real shit right there in that podcast. If it was all a joke, it was all bullshit, why not put it on trending? As Q says in this one, how much more obvious can any of this be? You know, we can't push anymore. What's this guy talking about now? What are they talking about here?
Is the laughter. I think that there's a lot of people more concerned about being precisely, factually, and semantically correct than about being morally right.
Is she off her fucking head?
This is about the closest I'll probably ever have in my life to an I am Spartacus moment.
You know, that whole suddenly America's like the biggest oil producer, the biggest that was me.
His family was bitterly opposed to their relationship because she was part Native American.
We landed in one of those corkscrew landings and ran out because they said there might be sniper fire.
Hey! Can you remember that? Can you remember that with Hillary Clinton? She lied about, oh, there might be sniper fire. Can you remember that shit? What a bitch. Yeah, you did. You're a fucking cunt.
Even if it never happened.
There was mocking that, by the way. Believing something. Even if it never happened, they are really scraping the barrel here with these mindless chums, right? So when you're coming up against family, when you're coming up against family and they don't necessarily agree with you or believe this, or you're struggling to maybe sell a narrative or explain to them the truth of what's going on, I recommend that to infowars.com/app. Download the Infowars app now. It's a very good news source. Obviously, it's very hyped up, but it's definitely worth using. Remember that, Patricia Maguire. Yeah. Sorry, the massive delay on the chat. But I will respond to all your comments, every single one. You put a comment, ask a question, express an opinion, say something's bullshit. Let's talk about it. It's all about you guys and what you do or don't understand. If there's anything you want me to go over, why is this an emergency broadcast? What's going on? The links between the blackout on social media and what's going on in the world. Why they've done that? Why is there been that blackout so precisely timed? It's all to do with Brexit. It's all to do with what's going on in the UK and the very real risk of civil war and unsettlement in the UK. And the fact of the matter is, UK is a representative of a true democracy. If UK falls, it'll be a domino effect around the world.
What must President Trump do to keep America great? I'm giving you 60 seconds. Let's go to David in Florida.
Here we go. What are people saying?
Go ahead, David.
Thank you so much, Owen. I just wanted to mention Founding Father John Jay and how brilliant he actually was. He was the, if I recall correctly, the first Chief Justice of the New York Supreme Court while he served as president pre-Constitution. For Trump to make America great, he can condense the intelligence agencies because there's way too many of them. They infight, they suck off the country's money.
They lie us into war.
They lie us into war. They do tons of stuff. So you basically make one intelligence.
They did, yeah. I've seen the stats on it. That's why it's a threat. That's why they took him off YouTube and shit. I know that's obvious to you, David. I'm just mentioning it for anyone else watching, you know?
A department like that, go after it. Actually put them in jail.
Well, and he has at least members of Congress that are willing to go with him in this fight, but I think that the Justice Department is where he's lacking in soldiers, if you will. Thanks for the call, David. Let's go to Ed in Maryland. What must President Trump do to keep America great?
This is an important point to make. So I've seen this as well, and I was thinking this in my head. Did my MP betray me in my constituency? So obviously MPs that go into Parliament, they voted and they are representation of their constituency, where they're from, their demographic that they come to represent in the country. And someone's tweeting here, Robert Buckland, Conservative MP for South Swindon and Solicitor General, Attorney General constituency. Blah, blah, blah. Can you explain why you betrayed Swindon and abstained from the no deal vote tonight? I just like it, I'm not going to retweet it, but very hard point to make.
Is the problem here. And it's more than 20 million people are here illegally.
Here we go.
They suck off our system. They corrupt our system. And it's so bad, they won't even allow you to put on a 2020 census, are you a citizen or not? I mean, what the hell is that? So, look, I actually am in agreement with you. I'd shut immigration down for 5 to 10 years until you can figure this out.
Yeah.
Because it is a real problem when you have all these non-citizens here and it's just...
Illegal immigration. Law, illegal, wrong. Illegal, wrong. Morally wrong. Legally wrong.
To some extent, I understand amnesty deals and HB1 visas and all of this stuff. But we're not even, like, trying to solve the problem. You've got 20 million...
See, I'm putting Infowars back on YouTube when Infowars is banned from YouTube.
And we're just kind of, like, spinning our heads like, oh, what are we doing? It's happening.
Thank me later.
Look at these stories I got here today. I mean, I could do stacks of these every day.
Riddle me this, Brexit. Did I hear properly on the list of tariffs Northern Ireland was to be treated differently to mainland UK? Was not why the DUP opposed the backstop that sunk May's deal? Mind-boggling stupidly that has made the UK stop. Yeah. The DUP is fucking evil, man.
7,000 illegal aliens in 1 week.
The tears on this hashtag are keeping me going tonight.
Yeah, because it keeps getting worse. The illegal immigration issue keeps getting worse under the president that said he would stop it. So yeah, If you come across the border illegally, we're sorry. We're sorry you're sick. We're sorry your country sucks. We're sorry you're pregnant. We're sorry you got 2 kids. We're sorry some Mexican raped you on the way up here. It's not our problem.
It's not our problem either. He's screaming and shouting, good on him. I'm not going to do that. I've got kids in bed. But it's not our problem, the shit that's going on in Syria. And the EU treaties state that you settle in the country that you first come in. But that is not the case. They are coming all the way through Europe and then coming across the channel. They are coming through the underground channel tunnel for the benefits. Why do we have benefits in place for refugees when it's completely against the things in place in the European Union? The European Union is a failure as a whole, and it goes against everything that it was made to do, and it's become corrupt, and it's no longer what it used to be.
In the campaign trail, you know, how did that work for him?
Yeah, exactly. Remember, they told you, President Trump, just be good, just toe the line.
We condoned it. We're condoning it. We're condoning immigrants coming here by putting in financial stability for these guys coming in. Mexicans don't even have that when they go into the United States, but we are literally encouraging immigration into the UK. It's ridiculous. I can't fucking believe it. I can't wrap my head around why you would do that.
Cases from vaccine damage. Go after the eugenics program. Go after the population control. Blow that up. That'll wake some people up. All right, let's go to Charlie in New York. What must President Trump do to keep America great?
Hi, Owen. Thanks for taking me. I'm just as angry and frustrated as you. I'll try and cram this in as fast as I can.
Yeah, 11 million views on that Joe Rogan podcast. Not gone trending.
Throw them out of the country. Without the money, people are going to lose their funding for battle. The second thing you've got to do is toss out the UN. Set them up in Germany or get rid of them. They're nothing for us. The third thing you've got to do is round up all the obvious criminals from the Obama administration. We all know who they are. We know all the crimes. We've got all the evidence. Put them in a military tribunal. Get Mueller's open. The next thing you've got to do is go ahead and build that wall.
I'm not getting paid. Neither are you guys to sit here and do this. This is your free time. Why are you here doing this rather than enjoying time with children and family? Watching a movie. Think about it. It's wrong.
Without the funding, the Democrats have got no money to put up the opposition, and they have no money to fund these radical groups like the Southern Poverty Law Center and everybody else who's making our life.
You could paraphrase that the same way about England and the UK.
And the problem with the university did not start at the university. During the Obama administration, it started in the lower school.
There's hundreds, but hold on, Charlie. First of all, great call. Thank you for the call. Deport Soros, military tribunals for the criminals, build the wall. But on the college issue, I mean, yeah, the liberalization, the socialism that they are trying to, the communism that they're trying to teach in schools, I mean, yeah, that's one thing. You go look at the endowment funds in the Ivy League schools.
Yep.
I mean, it's unbelievable. We're talking about hundreds.
It goes deep, David.
Shut them all down.
I'm telling you exactly why they want to weaken the countries. They want to weaken the people. They want to take as much power away from the people as possible, financially, in the health sector, through what you buy with food, through vaccines. I'm not saying vaccines are bad. I'm saying they put bad shit in the vaccines. Why? And why is it like so many yeah, I've got a baby on the way as well. It's just, there's horrible things happening.
Birth abortion is real. I mean, that's where it's all going. Yeah, there's all your endowment funds right there. Shut them all down. Take the endowment money. Relieve the student loan debt. Do an investigation. I just wonder if there's anyone in this country that's willing to do it anymore. I mean, it's just pathetic. Let's go to Mike in Michigan.
I want to retweet. I've already tweeted one.
What does President Trump need to do to keep America great? Go ahead, Mike.
Oh, hey, Owen. I've been listening to you guys for about the last year and a half or so, but what he needs to do is cut to the chase. Just take these people and, you know, ones that committed treason and have them put to death.
Have them put to death. Holy shit.
He's got mountain loads of evidence from here to hell and back. Why isn't he doing anything about it? I don't get it.
He's what?
Theory, again, and I'm not
it's a good point what this guy's made.
It intrigues me. I mean, I'm not into is a legitimate thing. I'm not saying this because Q said. I'm saying it's legitimate to say, well, the country's not ready. You want to avoid civil unrest. Now, I don't think it matters. I don't think there's a group of
Good point.
Clinton
Let's check Q.
supporters or Obama supporters. I mean, there's definitely not a group of Comey supporters, McCabe supporters, Brennan supporters that are take to the street. I mean, maybe Obama supporters take to the street if he gets arrested, but other than that, I don't see these people doing jack crap. But I understand where you could say, okay, at a philosophical level, the timing has to be right, the rollout has to be right.
This is the only Q drop. This is the most recent.
We don't want to incite a civil war, but justice be done, may the heavens fall. If we don't take these people out of power, if we don't put these people in jail, it won't even matter. I mean, Trump, he's basically working alone, it feels like. So it's like, so do everything alone. Thanks for the call, Mike. All right. We're going to take your calls for one more segment on the other side of this break. Then Caitlin Bennett is going to join me. You won't believe what happened to her. She went to a mall. She was stalked. A woman was following her around, taking pictures. And then Caitlin Bennett got kicked out of the mall for being stalked and harassed. Don't you just love America these days? Where the radical left will kick you out of a bar, beat you up if you wear a Trump hat. Oh, it's so loving and tolerant.
Wars. If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
I talk about voting with your dollars, and I talk about the power of you taking action. But if you'll just buy, we already go out and get the very best Chiapas, Jaime.
They've removed the Brexit trend from Twitter. Facebook down, right? But that's just going to be all memes about the Facebook down, isn't it? Honestly, it's just going to be meme central. Right. But honestly, it's just going to be memes, isn't it? Just memes. Can't even log into my Instagram. Oh, cry. Oh, memes. Alright, yeah, no thanks. Not right now.
Products are really revolutionizing the entire...
Ah, fuck you. Alright. Evidence, Adam, you've been parading around the fact for 2 years, right? Let's have a look at all the hashtags there. Change. Keep tailored trends, change. Let's just change it to trends in UK, right? UK, United Kingdom. All cities. Yeah, current location. Done. What? You're going to tell me that in the UK, Brexit is not trending on Twitter? You're going to tell me they're not censoring tweets? Oh my god. How can anybody say that Twitter does not censor? Hashtag Brexit. You're going to tell me that Brexit is not trending on Twitter? What a lie. It's a total lie. Latest. Only 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, what the fuck ever. 20. So look, that's just constant tweets. Constant tweets on Brexit, right? But then let's have a look at fucking Bayern. Or maybe this is... No, 4 minutes. Oh no, I need to look at latest. I've got to be honest about this. 17, right. So how many tweets is there? This is top trending. So that's let's count how many tweets that is with 17 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is it a football game or something? 10. Alright, so 10 trending on Bayern. Let's go back from that shit. Doesn't even show you the latest tweets. That's the worst thing about it. Robertson. So low down on the trending list. What have we got? 1. See, straight up, look. 25? Like, no tweets. 20, 22, 25? You know, people are tweeting nothing. There's gaps without any tweets. 31, 41, 41. No tweets between 31 seconds and 41 seconds. They are censoring trending. They're censoring the trending. Unfucking believable. And that still says 20 seconds, but like, it's not completely believable, right? So you just refresh this page. So they do set, because Twitter, there's like, look, all these new tweets straight away. Fucking pieces of shit. All right.
We give the world over to computers and AI and end humanity. In the meantime, though, what must President Trump do to keep America great? Let's go to Bob in New York City. Go ahead, Bob.
Hey, how are you?
Listen, man, he's got to.
Slam dunk. Open up investigation for the Clinton Foundation. $20 billion. More like it. And he's going to support the First Amendment. That is it.
You know, my thing with the Clintons is I think that the swamp is afraid of the Clinton investigation being investigated because it's so ingrained in all swamp activity and all these D.C. establishmentarianisms. It's just like, if you've been in D.C., you probably have some corrupt nonsense in your closet, so you don't want whatever the Clintons have been doing to be exposed because you know ultimately it might blow back on you. But you're right. I mean,
think about that for 1 second. You take Jack Dorsey's name, the owner of Twitter, owner, or whatever, current chairman, put it in Q, and here's things about Jack Dorsey on Q. You want to know the truth about what the fuck's going on right now? Do that. There we go. I'll paste a link there. There we go. Owner of Twitter.
But the thing is that somebody else was saying prior, the mocking head, the Goliath. If you take out, I believe that that's what a lot of the leftists bet their hedge their bets on, is that nobody's going to mess with Obama because if they do, they could start a race war. They could start racial tension.
Even though Obama's white.
Every major city in this country had war and civil unrest. And so that's the precarious position I believe the president's in. That he's got that situation where if he decides to go that direction, he's got that potential. And so it's like, you know, when you're in that kind of a position, it's like, okay, when to pull the trigger.
Well, I mean, it's literally on record. Obama said, let Hillary go. And then James Comey lied about it under oath. I mean, so yeah, what is the president waiting for?
I got some really good.
It's unbelievable what's happening right now. And it's all fucking linked. Let's divulge into the... I wonder if Politicalites posted a status on this, a thing on this, because they should. Maybe all the top people of these sites have gone for pizza at comment. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So ironic, isn't it, that they posted stuff about censorship on Facebook, banned Zero Hedge posts, sites, mistake. Oh, it was a mistake, sorry. All those fucking Tommy Robinson posts they blocked. They blocked fucking Tommy Robinson memes, man. Like just saying, oh, Tommy, just memes that have got his name in it. So there is, alright, is it this one? Live blog. Still 12th of March. Is it live blog? So it's like being updated, right? No, they just fucking haven't. They haven't posted anything. But this about Trump is probably worth the read. I'll just go over this really quick. Fuck me. Wakefield grooming. 20 people arrested over suspected child abuse in West Yorkshire. Action with Lawrence Southern launches documentary trailer. Related, May and Juncker exchange secret calls as votes set to become less meaningful. Yeah. See, where's that post about Trump? So if we just go, have they got like a Trump tab? Yeah, they have. Yeah, this is it. Should have just done that in the first place.
Easy slam dunk. The ball is literally floating in midair, 2 inches from the rim. There's a trampoline under the net. The whole crowd is cheering, dunk.
Facebook's working fine in the US. Let's have a look at that. Why would it be mobile Facebook? Just goes to mobile Facebook for whatever reason. Internal server error or something. It just simply does not work on this anyway. Fuck no. If I just do Facebook proxy. Well, when I'm using this, it's putting me on the mobile site for some weird reason, right? I'm not interested in that. So we're gonna check, see if it is the truth. New York City. Again, it's putting me on mobile Facebook for whatever weird reason. Oh my god, what the fuck is going on? Okay, give me a second, guys. Oops, something went wrong.
Boys and girls, children of all ages, there is some big shake-ups coming. So as Dan's just posted, to let you know that President Trump is prepared to shake up the ongoing corruption to its core. That's all to do with the deep state, okay? And it, according to sources, we don't know, not sure whether it's going to be happening or not, but it looks like Obama is the first one to be taken out. That's going to be the first major deep state player to hopefully be brought to light. We'll see.
Very true. True words. So, you know, we've got to think about what's happening and how it's all going to unfold. That's the truth of what's going on. What we really need to concentrate on is the idea that all of this, despite what they come out with, is far too great a coincidence. I can't check, by the way, Jenkins, if if Facebook is actually usable in the United States, because I can't even access it through a proxy. So if anybody here is from the US and would like to state down in the comments if it's working fine, let's search. Just search it. I'll read this article again in a minute. I could actually get Jamie on the stream. I mean, it's happening earlier, and it's like, so it's widespread loss. Facebook turns to Twitter to explain outages. All right, okay, yeah, okay. Let's see what they've got to say. Well, thank you, Jamie. Bless. Yeah, look forward to seeing all these scumbags being taken down. It's about time. Yeah.
Magazine. She joins us now from New York. Issy, thank you so much for joining us. In Wired, you write that Facebook's pivot to privacy is missing something crucial. What is it missing?
It's missing any discussion of Facebook's underlying business model, which is, of course,
Right, okay, that's cool to know.
allowing advertisers to tap into that data to target ads at you, and then also separately, which they've gotten in a lot of trouble for over the last year, sharing data with developers, with app developers. We remember the Cambridge Analytica scandal that happened a year ago this month. We found out that, Facebook had for years been sharing tons and tons of data with third-party developers without people's knowledge. And so Mark Zuckerberg is pretty much silent on those issues in this blog post. He's talking about encryption, which is hugely important. He's talking about data security, not having servers in countries that have human rights abuse histories. That's really important. But ultimately, Facebook's underlying business model relies on...
Both those bitches are zombies, man. They're zombies.
And that's it, because Facebook's entire business model would have to change if Zuckerberg is...
The truth is, why all this is happening, alright, is because when all this shit gets dropped and everything that Q said is true, right, the implications are huge, right? Facebook turns to Twitter to explain outages, and the outages are unbelievable. Bro, I'll check. Need an overview on this software so I can do it. Right, okay. Same as okay, she PM'd me. Yeah, saying it's fine now.
From New York. Issy, thank you so much for joining us. In Wired, you write that...
When you Facebook, the world's largest company, blah, 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 we're aware that some people are currently having trouble accessing Facebook family of apps. Facebook family of apps. We're working to evolve the issue as soon as possible. Hey, you fucking... How they just lie through their teeth. We're focused on working... Alright, well they've not put anything recently. We had some coming out of trouble. Is that it? Is that all they've posted? Bringing the world closer together. I can't exit the stream to look at Facebook to check without it closing. Well, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's all here, you know. You might miss me letting you know the nukes are coming, though. I'm joking. It's easy time to... Yes, he knows what he's doing, and as us in UK in mind, or he wouldn't have took the Queen. Yeah. Pissed off about Brexit and Trump was waiting until the right time. Yeah, that's right, Tracy. I've still got the WhatsApp group here. Waiting for the right time. Very true. So much shit. It's like known it's coming, but now it's like finally here. That's what it feels like. And this could genuinely save the world. No exaggeration. Could genuinely save the world. I mean, it sounds like something out of a fucking film, but it could genuinely save the world. Let's have a look at hashtag QAnon. QAnon. Hollywood sex cult linked to Clinton's. Well, no shit. Twitter doesn't keep their own policy in check. All of this presidential harassment is ridiculous. Where's Jack and his censorship pose when you need them? Yeah. He's being attacked. I can't believe it. What is he saying about it? We're committed to... whatever. Thanks, Ben. Great conversation. Appreciate it. What a fucking piece of shit. Whatever. Busy man. The trouble is we are now relying on Facebook too much. What else have we got with a mass audience? See, the thing is with that, David, is look, listen, this is all it is. I'll sum it up for you right now. This is like super simple, right? Why do we need a mass audience? Why is Jamie doing what he's doing? Why am I doing it? We're trying to get. It's why I tell you to send guys over here, because you can see I deal with things in this calm manner, right? And I try and speak, and same with Jamie, tries to speak on this, you know, and with the articles as well. Try and speak on a broad level to everyone, whether they believe, don't believe, trust, don't trust. They're on the left political sphere, right political sphere, whatever it is, right? What matters is that we at least get this information across to people, because you could read everything on Q, right, and understand it, but not believe it, right? Think about that. So you can give people all this information and red pill the fuck out of them, right? So when shit hits the fan, you've saved them, because they know what the crack is, whether they admit it or not. I've got Q set to auto refresh, so we'll see if anything comes up. So it's all about getting as many people as woke as possible. Yeah. And when the shit hits the fan, hopefully you've helped as many people as possible navigate through these hard times that are coming. The people that don't know, they don't know. It's how it is. But when it's kicking off, yeah, do you think I'm going to be here on YouTube? No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm going to be out there. So think about it. So don't worry about whether we can get on Facebook. We can't get on Facebook. If we get blocked or banned, like look at Jamie. He's been banned from Facebook multiple times, right? And this is big, so big. I hope I'm prayed for this day. Yeah, it's true. Let's hope that it all pans out and he's got it, you know, tied down. Busy Wednesday evening newsfeed, please share. We are on a hefty Israeli. What's this? This is 3 minutes ago. Please share. Alright, what is this? It doesn't say about that time. Clinton email 7 game exposed. The global economy reset begins with an engineered crash. Yeah, that's what's going to happen, guys. They're going to crash the economy, the world economy. This is what I mean by if people don't know what's going on, right, it's going to be really fucking frightening. It's going to be really scary for people. It's going to be like, oh my god, I can't take money out of the bank. Alright? Oh my god, how am I going to buy food? Don't worry, right? Just because, that's what I mean by all this fear-mongering. Oh, there's not going to be food coming into the country and blah, blah, blah. The food's still going to be there. It's not just going to go to spoil. The food's going to keep coming in, right? Everything's going to be fine. This is by the people, for the people, right? So all this infrastructure that you think is going to collapse, who maintains this infrastructure? Who holds it together? Who built it? Who runs it? Who's driving these ships with all the food? Who's delivering the food? The people, us. We all know, collectively know inside out how to do this. Don't panic. We all have our job in mind. Yeah? All those relatives that you might know that work down the supermarket, they know how the supermarket works. They can still carry on doing it. All these CEOs or, you know, business owners, they might be pulling levers, pushing buttons in terms of where the money's going, how expensive things are. The bankers might have an effect on the prices and blah, blah, blah. But it's common sense to know that, me personally, if I couldn't feed my kids, I'd go out there and get the fucking food. I'd go out there and get the food. Nothing would stop me from getting that food. I'd die getting that food. It's a matter of fact. So, I'm going to go over these actually. This is great. The global economic reset begins with an engineered crash. True. Judicial Watch announces a deposition of Obama-era officials and former Hillary Clinton aides. Ooh. Hefty Israeli military aid avoids chopping block in Trump's 2020 budget proposal. Why is that? Think about this shit, guys. Brexit crisis. Police leaves cancelled in UK. So Q has got us in mind. It's all linked, right? Naomi Rai confirms, I don't know if I pronounced that right, Confirmed to replace Kavanaugh on DC circuit. I don't know what that is. Go research it. I'll be honest about what I do and don't know. A link between grounding of 737s and DJT tweet. That's a deep one. That's a fucking deep one. I might get into that in a bit. Well, there's so much, to be honest. There's all kinds of stuff, right? You guys need to read into this. VP Pence tweets from WVA training facility. President pleads guilty to racketeering. Dems tweet claim that DJT isn't serious enough about opioid crisis. What the fuck? Get a grip. Clinton email server administrator getting deposed. MOAR on new Guantanamo leader Sergeant MAO Stephen Burkett. They're taking control of the different levels of state. Canadian Army captain killed in Ethiopia plane crash. Crash any aircraft, any vehicle, anytime, remotely. 2005 patent. But my friend, that's okay. The refugees don't care. They will loot, pilfer, rape, and steal. Not on my fucking watch. Not on my watch. Think about your family. Think about what's going on. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. I got all these things running through my head out, saying shit I'm not going to say on stream. Not on my watch. Is it going to happen on your watch? Are you going to let that happen? Everybody's got to play their part. It's good you're highlighting these things though, you guys. Be real. Be realists. Be realists. Think about what's going to happen. Not on my watch. Not on my street. Not in my house. Not here. It's not going to happen to my missus. It's not going to happen to my kids. I'm fine. They will be dead 2-3 steps in to my property. I won't fucking hesitate, and you guys shouldn't either if it gets to that circumstance. It shouldn't, but it is a backup plan in terms of everything that's going on. More on you going to tell okay update. I'm glad you made that comment there. So, okay, the refugees don't care. They will loot, pillage, rape, murder. Yeah, it's true. They come from different ethnicities. They deal with things differently. I need to. You're right. You've highlighted something great there, and I'm gonna fucking show everybody here and put it in the obviously the recording for anyone that watches this in the future. Maybe forward winds through this. Invasion of Europe.
Know that today your citizenship is under our feet.
By the time they'd stop.
We have our enemy in mind, guys, right? Which is the state. We're carrying out a job right now. Okay? But remember that the state is in hands of the police officers, the military, the things that keep things in check, right? Stop things from going wrong. Now, if that is deposed, if that is not there for however long, or they are, you know, if something's kicking off down in London that's that big, they have to bring police officers from all over the country so that we're short-handed, right? Don't forget about these sleeping dogs in our country. And same over there in America, guys, if anyone's in America watching this, wherever you are watching this, alright? Whether you think you're in a part of the country or crime's not that bad or it's really bad, whatever, if there's no police around, right, and you can't call 999, right, be ready to act on things. Don't worry about the consequences. Protect yourself.
At least 12 people were dead. Many others were seriously injured.
Let me just pause this and try and like fucking solve a bit of lag here, because there's just like so much shit. I get things up to read and all sorts. check this out. So people are fucking scum. Yeah, they're scum.
The police were quickly on the scene, only to come under attack themselves.
This is a sleeping population, which may be this severe problem now. It will become more severe. I hope he helps us. It's lagging. Probably because it's in HD. I'll just fucking, yeah, 60 FPS. I'll just knock that down so it can fucking load a bit better for you guys. Doesn't really matter. They brought down the gate, holy shit. Just fucking shoot them. What, you know, just fucking shoot them. What are they doing? Just fucking shoot them. I don't care who you are, where you're from, what colour your skin, your belief, just I'll fucking shoot you. Get the fuck away from the barrier. Jesus, fuck. But there's a better video of Invasion of Europe. Is it this one? They might have took the video down, I don't know. It's a fucking... Must see crazy immigrant crisis. Is it this one? Anyway, you guys get the point. There's a fucking lot of them, alright? Are these plane crashes organised? Malaysian? Who or what did they want gone? All sorts, mate. There could be documents on the flight. You know, documents being moved. People going to, you know, put things in motion. Could have been done by our guys. There's going to be some, you know, crimes on both sides. But it's going to be a matter of working that out. You know, when all the shit is over. We'll, you know, you've got to bend things both ways. Do you know what I mean? It's like if somebody comes in my house now, right? With the intent to kill, or you know, or whatever, or hurt my family, and I kill them. You know, I'm breaking the law by killing them, but I have no choice. Yeah. I have to put them down as fast as possible if they're a threat. Do you know what I mean? Or there's multiple of them. I need to use maximum force possible to ensure that they do not present harm to my family. It's like people that have been prosecuted for stabbing burglars in their house. They stabbed them, or like with their own knife or whatever. There's articles in the UK, you can look into this. But you get my point, right? It's the same thing. So as far as those airlines disappearing, it could be a whole number of things. Queue's just loading up again now. Yeah, it's all fucking crazy. Anyway, it's like there's so much shit going on. I can't really find that video. Invasion of Europe. It's a fucking YouTube video. I'm sure it is. It's got music on it and shit. I think they may have taken it down because it was like it really sensationalized it, but it showed the scale. Invasion of Europe, refugees. Mosshorn, why the 28th? It's before the 29th, that's why. Trying to find the correct one. When it gets to the 29th, it's really basically this vote that's happened today in Parliament has shown and proven their intentions. But now, as to be true, what we're all thinking is that they're not democratic. But when it gets to the 29th, obviously, when it's our legal obligation to leave, if we don't leave, then they've broke the law. It's treason. Doesn't matter.
I hate to bring up this step of this might act. The politicians.
We need to storm the House of Commons. Too late. Point of no return.
Citizenship is under our feet.
Your new king is returned to give every common man his right to be part of this earth and return your sovereignty. Have you seen that with I forgot what it's fucking called. Let's just find this. That's a good one, but I won't post that one yet. I'll play this in the background just while I scroll through this. It's a good video.
The European Union is causing chaos in Europe as it stumbles from one self-created crisis to another with no democratic mandate for any of it. Not content with removing elected governments and overturning democratic ballots whose results they disapprove of, the European Union has now opened Europe's borders to the most backward and violent culture on this planet, and one that rejects any concept of basic human rights. What could possibly go wrong? These migrants stopped being refugees the moment they refused to register for asylum in the first safe country they arrived in, as per the law. But the European Union has refused to enforce the law, removing any incentive for countries to police the external border effectively when they know they can simply move people on, thereby encouraging millions more to come here, and millions more are now on their way.
I'll continue that, but you need to see this one. Paste. Oh, fuck me. I need to fucking go back on there and get the right fucking shit here. Yeah, Liz was putting some good shit in the chat. Like, she's quite woke. It's basically about our bloodlines. To do with the I'll just get this up and let you guys download it. So this here, right? The royal lines from Zara and Faraz Judah. So this is everything. Yeah, this is the royal family. This is, look, the royal house of Windsor. George V, George VI, Elizabeth II, Kings of Scotland in there, Kings of Ireland. It's all connected. All of this. I can probably find this online, to be honest, if I go to Google. Let's watch this.
An unbiased observer watching from space might think that the people of Europe have taken leave of their senses, but we haven't. We've taken leave of our democracy, and now we are taking leave of our security. The European Union could have stopped this crisis from day one by following Australia's proven success in turning back the boats and processing genuine refugees offshore, but that was too much like common sense. Instead, they behaved with their usual arrogance and made the situation much worse by breaking the law, and I can't emphasize this too much, and effectively inviting the entire Muslim world to Europe. This is guaranteed to make Europe more dangerous for everyone, but especially for women, and for gay people, and for Jews. It's also putting money into the pockets of criminals and is effectively bankrolling the human trafficking industry. Angela Merkel wants Germany to pay for the Second World War by committing suicide. Her insane invitation to the Muslim Third World means that the number of rapes in Germany is now set to skyrocket. In fact, it's already started. And she can take personal credit for that. All you progressive Pollyannas with your dopey little refugees welcome signs can take a bow too. Because despite what the media would like us to believe, most of these migrants are unaccompanied men. And Europe's prisons are already full of third world Muslim men who don't know how to behave in a civilized society. The last thing we need is to import even more of them, because wherever third world Muslim men go, so does rape. It's a cultural thing. But that's exactly what the European Union is doing. Breaking the law to import a violent, misogynistic rape culture into Europe that directly threatens the safety of women and violates their human rights. And the German media are colluding with this. If you're a third world Muslim migrant in Germany who enjoys a bit of casual rape, and I know many of you do, You can carry on raping, safe in the knowledge that the media will keep it nice and quiet. They're on your side. So far, they and the police have kept very quiet about the epidemic of rape, child abuse and forced prostitution in the refugee centres, where things are so bad that women and girls have to sleep in their street clothes. Women's organisations even wrote a public letter to the government demanding separate women-only premises to keep predatory men at bay. The police don't want to talk about all the rapes because they don't want to legitimise critics of mass migration. How noble of them. They don't want to legitimise critics of breaking the law. Yet they still feel the need to warn local people not to let their children outside unaccompanied, not to let teenage girls wear revealing clothes, and they warn women not to walk to and from the train station alone because it's close to a refugee centre. They know what everyone in Europe now knows, that third world...
Can you believe when you search on YouTube as well, QAnon, it's just a load of shit. It's all censored now. YouTube, Twitter, all of it. That's what it says about QAnon, look. What is QAnon? How QAnon and bizarre pro-Trump conspiracy theory took hold in the right-wing circles online. Book that pushes conspiracy content climbs to top 20 on Amazon bestseller, and they took it down. They took it down. QAnon, that's right. QAnon, prepare now. Trump has been dropping the hammer on the deep state. This is like 4 hours ago, 5 hours ago. She's got a live stream here. Let's hijack it.
But I'm going to ask you one question. Okay, free energy. Yeah, they're testing a Tesla tower right now in Texas. I did a video on this channel on the Tesla tower showing you pictures and everything. That is what my family says to me. Looney for listening. Yeah, but it's okay because you're going to be the brilliant one in the end. I mean, I have so many people. I've been filling them in on what's happening news-wise. Well, okay, somebody told me I was nuts. I said when those texts come out and the FISA comes out, we're actually going to find out, and we're going to see that they were planning a coup attempt. They were either going to kidnap one of Trump's grandchildren, kill one of the kids, or assassinate Trump. Did you guys remember who Laura Fuddy is? I can't think of it right now. Yes, I know the name. I just can't think of it right at the moment. She is supposed... Oh, she's the woman who certified Obama's birth certificate and then died in a plane crash. And ironically, of all the people in the plane, she was the only one who died. Is she like one of the ones that died with a bullet to the back of her head? Because there have been quite a few of those. My brother sent me symptoms of schizophrenia for 2 times. Well, you're not schizophrenic, because if so, we're all going schizophrenic together. Just coming out, Foundation advisor, former. I mean, there's so much stuff coming out. Being disposed of on Thursday. Kip Simpson, Uncle John. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, go look at a picture of Julian Assange and bring up a picture right next to it of John Trump. Is Julian Assange Trump's cousin? Eventually, Nixon gave Trump a formula for some of the memory. Well,
yeah, you're scraping there. You're scraping.
They would not let him leave with anything. I'm doing my own stream now. Have you and are you seeing what's happening in the UK? I have seen some of what's going on in the UK. And I don't know what specifically you're talking about, but, you know, watching the Islamic pastor who's, you know, aggressing towards everybody, and he's fine, and the police tell everybody, move along, and then a Christian pastor who's being decent. I bet you're good in bed. Okay, whatever.
Okay, that's enough of that. But anyway, the point is people are woke, right? Why is Trump bigging up 5G and 6G? I mean, I've read a few things on Q. Let's get Q up again. Let's search it on Q together. So we go to Q and we search 5G. Love you. I'm still streaming. Love you. Boob lady. 5G. Alright. Research Q&A. Someone doesn't understand 5G grid. Go back to Discord. Little one. Research and a lot more obvious out there. 5G grid. And what if the White Hats just took off the 5G grid? 5G is way beyond just getting blasted to death by microwave. It's full control of everything, including all banking transactions like China. Be good, obey, or you can't pay a sell. So Q's fully aware of what's going on with 5G is my point. So it doesn't really matter. 5G makes their space-based weapons more accurate and allows them to spy on citizens directly. But 5G is a slide. This is all today, by the way, this discussion on 5G. Conspiracy coming in, will blame elementary schools cell tower after POTUS wants us all to have 5G cell towers. POTUS is pro giving kids cancer. Nice. Parents blame elementary school cell tower after fourth student diagnosed with cancer. Cell towers. And some fourth student diagnosed with fucking cancer at a school. And Trump wants to put up even more powerful than 5G, 6G across America. 5G reason through theory by fast mainstream media, it's all controlled positions, info, don't believe it, blah blah blah. Yeah, no, this is just a very long fucking thread post. That 5G under Hussein, 5G concern, Q, can't afford tweets on audition. 5G baby, when they switch it on, boom, all the lizards lose their telepathic ability had in plain sight. Yeah, whatever, we'll see. Don't think so. The 5G POTUS versus the ban is very disconcerting. Please explain this. See, people are expressing those same things. Is it a big play to get these towers up, then give us free energy? I've got no idea, mate. I'm reading into it now. I definitely think there's something else behind it, though. That's the thing. That's what I'm digging for now, and this is all today on this. Well, now I'm up to the 12th now. And 5G outlawed tomorrow. Trump's push for 5G, but not at his house. No coincidence is right. Generally fights own security standards for a new 5G mobile network. American 5G. So safe. I'm going to kill myself when it goes up. My life will become living hell. They already do that shit to me. It was nice knowing you. I say I'd go shoot some kite, but they're watching me, so that's out of the question. Police have any flight on Air Force scheduled tweet for 5G, but exempts. Not treason. 07 footage has a built-in kill switch that they can control. Chinese 5G is compromised. USA 5G is good, is what I'm thinking. Flat 5G is blah blah blah. What is something about 5G? It's no more dangerous than the Cheetos in your pantry. 5G will keep up on top of the technological burst that's about to happen on this planet. 5G is already active and ready. The enemy convinced you to be upset when we hear that the God is blessing your nation. 5G is the linchpin to reveal the flat earth, the Jew AI cabal that lives on the fake hollow moon. What the theory on POTUS and me pushing 5G so far, and they say he's have it wrong, or he's bluffing, or yeah, see that's the thing, you don't know, do you? What's the theory on why POTUS has been, yeah, I don't know. Let's have a look at this. $15 minutes daily average volume factor that. Civics, where is that fucking tweet? Where is that fucking post gone? Oh my god, where is it gone? Fortland's figuring it out. Yeah, it's in his first wings. Why the dick's putting over in the ball? 5G's inch pin to reveal the flying. Oh god. I say. There's a good one symbolism. These why is afraid. So looking for things on 5G, it's sparse, mate. That'll fix it. Yeah. 5G due. So do not buy Chinese 5G, or we will withhold mass interception data. Several UK 5G companies as secret NSA partners suggest that part of US concern may be increased difficulty for NSA to mass intercept. Yeah. Hawaii has faced accusation from the EU that it could be used by the Chinese government for espionage. The company has repeatedly denied that it would act on behalf of China and pointed out that the US government has not publicly produced any evidence to corroborate the claims, but US officials have remained unconvinced. The Trump administration has been pressing allies to end their relationship with Huawei, but Germany, moving ahead with its plans, has not moved to ban the company from its networks. So I remember all this security thing about Huawei. I don't know. Q is not in control. Maybe Q is not in control. I.e., immigration, 5G, vaccines, GMO process, walking through. Maybe we need to become our own saviours and stop thinking Q is leading mass arrests, since there are no mass arrests taking place. Well, that's why he's a bit wrong. And this was back on the 12th, and then today, ooh, it got a bit real on Twitter. Let's go back over to Donald Trump's Twitter to really, reinstate some of the. See, this is where all the doubts came in, about Q, and that's the page that I was on. Q pointing out obvious absurdities in Dem policy of avoiding legals, blah blah blah. Yeah. Eric Trump, Rip J, you are an amazing man. We appreciate your support and friendship. It's refreshing to read heartfelt story. Yeah, let's have a fine. Okay, so if you look at Trump. Oh god, fuck me, that's so fucked. It loads and you go to click on it and then it moves down. Bastards. 1 minute ago from Donald Trump. I agree with Rand Paul. This is a total disgrace and should never happen to another president. This deserves more attention. FBI Mistress Lisa Page confirmed to House Judiciary there was an anti-Trump insurance policy and it's the fake Russian investigation. Yeah, and that's what links the UK into it. She admits there was almost no evidence on collusion, yet they continued with witch hunt. Yeah. The Lisa Page FBI transcript also confirms early reporting that Page testified Russian collusion was still unproven when special counsel Robert Mueller was appointed. Catherine Herridge, Fox News, in other words, they appointed someone when there was and is no crime. Bad. Double standards. Former FBI lawyer Lisa Page admits being told to go easy on Clinton. Very unfair. Yeah. Oh, he's put a fucking video up here.
I know that you've all been following the terrible tragedy of the Ethiopian Airlines crash this weekend. Tragic. The FAA is prepared to make an announcement very shortly regarding the new information and physical evidence that we've received from the site and from other locations and through a couple of other complaints. We've had a very, very detailed group of people working on the 737-8 and the 737-9 new airplanes. We're going to be issuing an emergency order of prohibition to ground all flights of the 737 MAX 8 and the 737 MAX 9 and planes associated with that line. I've spoken to Elaine Chao, Secretary of Transportation, Dan Elwell, Acting Administrator of the FAA, and to Dennis Muhlenberg, CEO of Boeing, and they'll be available shortly after our conference today. They are all in agreement with the action. Any plane currently in the air will go to its destination and thereafter be grounded until further notice. So planes that are in the air will be grounded. If they're the 737 MAX, will be grounded upon landing at the destination. Pilots have been notified. Airlines have been all notified. Airlines are agreeing with this. The safety of the American people and all people is our paramount concern. Our hearts go out to all of those who lost loved ones, to their friends, to their families in both the Ethiopian and the Lion Airlines crashes that involved the 737 MAX aircraft. It's a terrible, terrible fate. Boeing is an incredible company. They are working very, very hard right now. And hopefully they'll very quickly come up with the answer. But until they do, the planes are grounded. And you'll be hearing from the FAA directly in a little while. I would say probably in 45 minutes from now, so you'll be prepared to hear. They're going to go into great detail as to what they found and where we're going, what we're doing. But all of those planes are grounded, effective immediately.
Alright, and then he's put double standard former FBI. So this is what Trump's talking about. Tweets and replies, I don't think it makes any difference, to be honest. I think he just tweets out and then ats people. That's it. But yeah, harrowing stuff, harrowing stuff. Let's get that back at that chat. So, I mean, I don't know how to construe this anyway, and how to tip it up. What's the news saying about Brexit again? Just to see. Brexit MPs told to pass deal by next Wednesday or face long Article 50 extension. There you go. There we go. I know it's The Guardian, but they're quoting something here. MPs told to pass deal by next Wednesday or face long Article 50 extension. Politics Live. MPs vote. That's so close. To rule out no deal despite government whiffing. That wasn't even the vote. The vote was a lot closer than that, if you recall. As Tory exits so a number of pundits suggest that ERG MPs might support May's deal in a third meaningful vote next week. However, it is not for certain that Speaker John Burkout will allow MVP deals something against without any changes. They'll probably take the deal. They'll probably take the deal. Because it's the only thing that really makes sense in terms of what's going on right now. They'll probably take the deal. And all that means is democracy's been betrayed, because the deal is certain to still tie us into the EU and what's going on right now. And unfortunately, what that means is that we will have been betrayed. Long story short, and that's not good at all. I don't feel for that fucking scum. So hopefully we'll be able to stream on Facebook again. Let's check the posts, see if the posts are back up. Hopefully the posts are back up. I'm hoping. My account is temporarily locked. Please use recent log and let us know if it's you. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Account secure. Current. Please create a unique password that you don't use anywhere else. Difficult. Current. New. Oh, I've got to make a new password. Fuck me. That's so fucked. Due diligence, exactly, my friend. I think they will delay it till Xmas. That'll be fucked. It's not gonna happen. Things are gonna come about before then. This is the point. It's already happening. I think it's totally irrelevant what they vote for, what their end conclusion is with this EU shit, because that's not going to change the fact that our fucking state is corrupt and that there's bad goings on. They need out. We need to get them out. We need to get them out of the fucking thing. The concern of staying in the EU, it means they could bring in EU support troops. Like, so if there's civil unrest, you can work with like an EU army type thing to bring in enforcers into the UK. So it'd be much harder to rebel and protest. Exactly what's going over in France with the shit. What the hell? What the hell do you mean? Yellow jackets are for the people. Catch you later, Dave. I'll be ending it soon. I'm just going to check if it's possible to stream on Facebook, so I can like kind of end the stream on that narrative, whether or not, you know, it'll be here again that we go live. I'm in my yellow vest on Saturday in London. This Saturday? That'll be that 22nd? 16th? I've not heard anything going on the 16th. I don't seem halfway through your conversation. It's all good. So yeah, it's still weird shit going on, right? On Facebook. Alright, there we go. Fuck that then. 39 minutes ago. So we're back on with Facebook, right? It's like it's blown over, the Brexit vote has happened. Yeah. It's fucking it's so stereotypical. To stop people coming on Facebook and going. So I was getting messages saying, you know, fucking we riot and shit, you know, people are very pissed off about this. So I'll just check the Freeman group to see if it's possible to open up stream. I won't be streaming over there now. I'm just saying I need to check whether or not it is possible to stream on Facebook again and that's been restored or not. But I would definitely say anyway, subscribe, or if you're not part of the Freeman Movement page, to go over there and check it out. Either way, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to check this. Check this and open this up. Unbelievable. I didn't know what to do. I was there wondering how am I going to connect with people, and I thought I'm just going to have to do it on YouTube. See here, we're still not getting stream information. This is it. This is what's happening right now. This is what you're seeing right now. This is what's happening. It's terrible. So, for whatever reason, let's check Q really quick again. For whatever reason, this is not loading. So I can't connect through Stream Key and shit. D means Democrats. Alright. Well, we just figured that one out. It's like the abbreviation for Democrat. Yeah, so we still can't stream on there. I might be able to put a post out. They don't want us to organise. Of course they don't. That's why we got to organise. Because they don't want us to. We got to do what they don't want us to do. Because if we're doing what they don't want us to do, it's making it harder for them. Which is exactly what we want to do. And of course that is exactly what we'll do. So, thank you for everyone tuning in. It's been good to vent. It's been good to talk to everybody, get people's views. I'm going to go up the chat slowly. Just like this. Thank you to everyone who talked. Thank you to everyone that listened. Love CB Radio 19. We loved CB Radio 19. A copy. I'm going to end the stream on a video basis. Close all tabs there, leave page. I'm going to get rid of them. And I'm going to rename them. Oh, I don't even need to rename them. I'm just going to get something up for you guys. Just give me a second. Because I think it is very good. Media source. Can I just add a video, right? We're gonna end it on a good note, okay, guys? Because all this shit going off, it's no good. Rate speech, time speech, okay, open.
I'm sorry.
Done.
But I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer.
Catch you later, guys. The truth is out there.
I'd like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world, there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent, and all will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for the goodness in men, cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world, millions of despairing men, women, and little children, victims of a system that makes men torture and imprison innocent people. To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes, men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men, machine men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines. You are not cattle. You are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate. Only the unloved hate. The unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery. Fight for liberty. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke it is written, the kingdom of God is within man. Not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power. The power to create machines. The power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful. To make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world. A decent world. That will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age a security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill that promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason. A world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite!